Welcome back to Film Fix. We are here with a new story. The film starts with a man named Styles who is sentenced to death for a murder he didn't commit. Styles, a truthful, religious, and honorable soldier, is about to be executed by injection. A priest asks him to confess his sins, but Styles insists he's innocent. After the injection, a doctor confirms his death, but Styles unexpectedly wakes up. Confused, he asks why he's still alive. He's told that because of his military service, he's been given a choice before dying. The first option is to participate in a medical experiment, otherwise, they will proceed with his execution. With no real choice, Sergeant Styles agrees to the experiment, though he knows nothing about it. Soon, Dr. Crystal comes to examine him, visibly nervous. She believes he's guilty because she saw the trial on TV, where he was accused of killing 11 innocent people. Styles explains he only killed when ordered by superiors and claims he was framed for political reasons, asking her to stop fearing him. She doesn't believe him and says her belief won't change anything. Styles tells her that at least her hands would stop shaking. Ignoring this, she takes samples of his hair, blood, and skin. When he asks about the experiment, she admits she doesn't know the details and tells him to rest. Meanwhile, Dr. Crystal receives shocking orders about the experiment. The lead scientist shows her an alien sample and reveals they want to make Styles's DNA compatible with the aliens, essentially transforming him into an alien to see if it's harmful. He stresses the secrecy of the project. Dr. Crystal acknowledges the possibility but doubts Styles can survive the pain. A general visits Styles, and they argue. Styles had previously refused an order he believed was wrong, leading to his punishment. Dr. Crystal overhears and realizes he's innocent. The general and doctor explain the experiment to Styles, who is stunned and disappointed by their betrayal. The general, feeling guilty and emotional, says goodbye. Dr. Crystal prepares to inject Styles for the transformation. Holding a Bible, Styles forgives her. Despite her surprise, she injects him without mercy. Styles wakes up in extreme pain, vomiting. Doctors rush in and inject him again. His body begins to change painfully, but he reassures himself that they can alter his body but not his soul. Dr. Crystal continues testing. Styles begs for mercy and dignity, asking for clothes and repeating his innocence. When he shows her his hand, Dr. Crystal is shocked to see horns growing. Over the next few days, Styles's appearance and behavior change drastically. He becomes more aggressive and constantly asserts his innocence. Dr. Crystal notices his rapidly evolving mind and the severe pain he endures while maintaining his innocence. After shouting his innocence, Styles collapses. Doctors attempt to revive him with electric shocks but fail. Dr. Crystal is devastated and apologizes. Miraculously, Styles regains consciousness, revealing his heart has moved and started beating again. He no longer feels the previous pain. The doctors and generals are amazed by his new heart. Later, Dr. Crystal explains Styles's new abilities to the experiment leader. He now has 3 times the adaptability and 5 times the strength of a human, with enhanced hearing. Having completed his transformation, Styles escapes confinement. Dr. Crystal is shocked, but it's revealed the generals allowed his escape to test their ability to hunt and kill these new aliens. Dr. Crystal is furious with the generals because they made her go through this whole process just to kill Styles. They begin their search immediately after Styles escapes from his cage. Styles runs into the woods, sees his reflection in a river, and reassures himself that while they can change his body, they can't change his soul. The military chases after him, but Styles manages to capture one of the soldiers. He takes the soldier's radio and contacts the general, telling him he won't kill anyone and knows they orchestrated his escape. The generals are stunned to hear this. Styles then releases the soldier, but the other soldiers mistakenly kill him, thinking he was Styles. Styles is deeply saddened by this. Dr. Crystal warns that their actions won't reveal anything about Styles, but only show how he reacts. The general acknowledges her point but doesn't take it seriously. He decides to capture Styles himself. While searching, the soldiers hear a disturbing noise that unsettles them. As they continue their hunt, Styles ambushes the general from behind, demanding he tell the soldiers who he really is. Terrified, the general tells them Styles is not a murderer and was framed by the military and government. Styles then vanishes in an explosion without harming anyone. In the next scene, Dr. Crystal is in her tent when Styles appears, startling her. He silences her before she can scream and she begins to apologize, claiming she didn't know what they planned to do to him. Styles believes her and asks if she thinks he's a murderer. She assures him she knows he's innocent and a good person, which comforts Styles. He tells her he needed to hear that before he leaves. Dr. Crystal offers to try turning him back to human. Initially, he rejects the idea, thinking it's impossible, and says he doesn't want to be human again. However, she convinces him by explaining she might be able to make his human genes dominant again. She promises to try, though she can't guarantee success. Styles agrees and arranges a time and place for them to meet the next day for the injection. He insists she come alone, and she agrees. The next day, Styles meets Dr. Crystal, holding a gun out of fear someone followed her. He asks if she brought the injection, and she says yes, starting to search her bag. As she prepares to inject him, Styles notices her hand shaking and realizes she brought soldiers with her. He asks if the injection will really turn him human, but she admits it's a sedative meant to kill him. She begs him not to hurt her, and he promises he won't, letting her go unharmed. She tries to apologize, but he refuses to listen, saying one betrayal is enough. The general declares it's over, but Styles insists he hasn't failed because he still has his pure soul. The generals are amazed by his resolve and prepare to shoot him. As they do, a strange noise disrupts their minds, causing them to collapse. Suddenly, several aliens identical to Styles appear, shocking everyone. One alien approaches Styles, looks at him kindly, and they both disappear. All the aliens vanish in an instant. The generals feel relieved, but Dr. Crystal is upset, realizing they failed the test. The aliens had set everything up to see if humans were good, and concluded they were not. In the end, Dr. Crystal and the generals realize they have failed the test and are left frustrated and angry. Turn on alerts, like, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Thank you for watching.